I'm saying that a number of parliamentary...
The world needs to know what is happening across Europe right now. In countries across the continent, farmers have been taking to the streets in protest against their respective governments, saying that their policies are destroying their livelihoods. In France, not only have tractors blocked multiple vital roads leading to cities like Paris, but have also dumped dirt, stones, rubble, and even hay bales on key motorways. They also set fire to foreign produce and poured out all of the wine that was imported. They tore up parking lots in the south using their tractors. They sprayed an estimated 17,000 litres of sewage on government buildings and even tried to shoot it in their windows. And then to counteract that, they planned probably one of the most peaceful protests the world has ever seen by filling the centre of Draguignan with sheep. They even lined up hundreds of tractors on Le Touquet Beach, which is where the French president Macron has a holiday home. In Germany, thousands took to the streets to protest the phasing out of tax breaks on agricultural diesel, which they say would lead them to bankruptcy. Italy joined the protest with signs that read "No farmers, no food, no future." This is what it looked like in Belgium yesterday, with tractors as far as the eye can see blocking important motorways as they protest a variety of issues, from low pay to climate regulations. In Romania, Poland, and Hungary, farmers protested against the EU's policies to allow cheap Ukrainian imports to flood the market, which they say has left them unable to sell their crops. Farmers in Scotland said enough is enough and took to the streets with the phrase "Our land, our livelihood, our future." None of us survive without farmers, and that's why the world needs to know what is...
Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to our poet Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashem Kodash, Kal Halama Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashem Kodash. That's in ancient Hebrew, so in all praises to Yahweh, in name of Shai, in name of the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. I want to give the honors unto elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all brothers and they are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all that believe in this gospel. Shalom. What we're actually witnessing, at the end of the day, is basically the prophecies coming to a full. Alright, I want to go to the precept here in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," which is video actually indicate
tax breaks on agricultural diesel, which they say,
all over Europe. And there's other protests, but things are actually intensifying, and a lot of these protests is based on the measures of the government. As more Esau come down, get that real quick. And Esau referring to the so-called white man, but chief the elites. They are the one that's basically pushing these agendas. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and he that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of this earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." And this devil is actually dealing with so-called white race, the elites, because their plan is to do a global, basically they want to take over the world. And them know a part of that was basically by seizing food, so like you have like Bill Gates, buy up farmland, which is basically a low elite, but them basically here is to basically seize food or disrupt they call it the flow or availability of food supply or food to people, and by thus them can control people. But a lot of people go and see it, especially those in Europe, and protest against it. But it's going to come down to the ultimate famine, because that's what all is leading to. Yeah, we know it's artificial, it's staged by the so-called white man to some degree, but nevertheless, it'll bring forth what? The prophecy of famine, and also the prophecy of uproars of the people. Because at the end of the day, men on this earth actually do things by the will of Yehovah Shemel Shai to actually fulfill prophecy at the end of the day. This is Psalms chapter 17 and verse so okay. Point of 14 on this one. So let's start actually 8. So Psalm 17 verse 8. It says, keep me as the apple of the high, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked, the wicked is the so-called white race. As Malachi 1 verse 4 said, call them the border of wickedness. And he also says, for among my people are found wicked men. So if evil like the government of Jamaica is in cahoots with this whole new world order plan, or global warming bullshit, to control the populace. So it says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. And only an enemy would do something like this,
Variety of issues from
with the measures where they might implement. Oh, we need to cut down farming, we need to get rid of animals. You see me? Because of global warming. That's all rubbish. Back to Psalms 17 and reading 9 again. It says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. Because them tell about them new world order plan now. Year 2030, you would want nothing and be happy. Oh, they want to feed on insects for protein and kill off cow. It says, they have no compass us in our steps. They have set their eyes bound down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So in the day, Esau is the sword of the Most High. He is the one that's executing judgment upon the face of the earth on the left hand side for the Most High. All of these, where you see devil coming down, having great wrath, is basically just to fulfill what the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, these elites, them rich, them good, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Alright, so going back to 2nd Ezra chapter, so now go back to Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because ye know it yet but a short time. So the devil, referring to the so-called white race, they know, is that they only have a specific time to basically complete, for them section, basically for them role upon the face of the earth here, but they want to get full rulership of the earth. So them think by implementing certain measures, that fight against Yahushua when he return, they will be good. But that's just them being deceived, as it's written, thy pride that deceived thee, right? But these measures, they are leading up to famine and uproars of the people, as it's prophesied that this is going to happen. Back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and reading about verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the heights have plain beginnings, in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. So witnessing is basically the manifestation at the end, which is going to tell us what uproars of the people going to be a part of that, right? And what caused the uproar of the people, the main thing of famine, right? And basically these harsh measures, draconian measures being implemented by these leaders. This is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 18. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, because we're only facing our punishment. That's why these nations are here up above us. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I shew these tokens, the signs, the prophecies. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together which the elect is being working up here by the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. You see that taking place now through them incubators, and the children them live. So then suddenly shall sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So you go basically I go find empty shelves. Warehouse being emptied. Why? Because them now can't restock. Because what? The farmers them life, yo. These measures that's basically implemented is not for the farming industry so we can feed the population. So Esau himself, the elites of them can have more control over food. So by default of control over people, because they're going to starve a lot of people, yo. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So the famine will basically push people to the brink of sedition, civil unrest. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And the Most High ultimately is the one that's bringing the famine at the end of the day. But again, him use men upon the face of the earth for the things. It says 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So see where things are brewing in the world, because in idea it's all about prophecy. So these events, they're leading up to the ultimatum. Because people are saying,
took to the streets with the phrase,
why is it that these leaders emit these measures, which is not for the benefit of the people? So they must see the whole plan, and they must rise up against it. It says, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. They're going to be the point where people are going to be harmed and out there. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able, because these protests, these riots, going to lead to what? State of emergency or martial law. It says, because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. So people are going to rise up because of the tribulation. A lot of it, so-called natural disasters, which, we have the weapon of, what do you call it? Esau weapon we might use basically cause natural disasters, like that, a harp, or I have another one. Can't remember it. I think, what? See now that energy weapon. Remember, I think I someone remember energy weapon, right? What cause fire, what cause well we know about harp. So like you know about harp long time. You know, when them use what if weather modification, you know, but like all things also what go on in like first we see it in Malibu, you see me? Then we see it in we call it Hawaii, I don't remember the name of the place. And then just the other day say fire again in Chile, you see me? Alright, when we look upon it we say yo this look artificial, this look real, right? But all of this, yo, is basically ultimately for bringing harsh time. Oh, climate change, we need for this, need for that. But by these as measures, you know, which ultimately, you know, them want clamp down upon food, which can cause famine, you know, and people going riot. So a prophecy of fulfilled at the end of the day. So with that, you know, hope this is a different deal like out there, giving all praise to our boy, how about Shem Shai, about Shem Kakadash, the abundance unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the full like shalom.